Hello everyone, my name is Shane Swift and I'm the CEO and founder of Backboard. Our goal here is to support athletes and fight hunger. It's that simple. There's a large amount of student athletes and college students as a whole today fighting hunger day in and day out. Our goal is to decrease that amount by at least the student athletes. We feel that college students have a lot more opportunities to seek out jobs and other ways of paying for meals. But student athletes, the amount of hours they have to practice and work, they aren't provided the same opportunities. And so our goal is to help them level the playing field. Like I said, our vision is to create a balance, whether that's between school and work or school, work, and athletics or your social life, whatever it may be. Our goal is to create that balance for these student athletes, and taking that food insecurity that they feel on an everyday basis out of the equation would really help them live and prosper, during their 4 years or 2 years or however long they're at the collegiate level. We've identified 3 problems that we want to attack head on. And the first one of those being food insecurity. With the growing costs of living from coast to coast, and not just in our country, but across the world, more and more college students are opting to take what we call poverty naps in replace of meals. Basically, what a poverty nap is when a student will sleep off their hunger because they don't have the financial resources to buy a meal or to buy a snack. Now, another problem that we identified that coincides with food insecurity is nutrition. Now, by attacking food insecurity, we also want to do it the right way. We don't want to provide bad nutrition or bad food options for these student athletes. We want to provide good nutrition options that helps their performance on the court, the field, and in the classroom. And the third problem that we identified was the lack of funding. The NCAA only allows so much money to be allocated to student athletes every month. Our job is to make their money stretch farther. And by doing that, we want to cut their meal cost in half. Our way of doing this is to partner with HelloFresh. Now, if you're not familiar with HelloFresh, they deliver meal kits to people all over the world. And they actually hold the largest market share in this industry. Why now? Well, it's pretty simple. In a 2019 study done by Temple University of the 100 largest universities in the U.S., they found that 45% of students suffer from food insecurity. And that's overall. And that number has been growing and growing since 2010. So what better time to attack this problem than now? How we're going to do this is by aiming for that 50% mark for every state. So for example, if a student plays soccer at UCLA, the average price of a meal in California is $15, which is a lot, especially for a student athlete. Our goal is to knock that at least 40%, maybe even 50%. And if we're lucky, 60% off. So say that student athlete orders a meal from Backboard through HelloFresh. They would only pay $7.50 for that meal with high quality ingredients and food that everyone will love. The other great thing about partnering with HelloFresh is the customization. There are so many different food allergies and needs for different, people from all over the world. You never know what someone might need. And HelloFresh does a great job of providing, quality nutritional information on each meal and high quality ingredients. Now, in terms of revenue and projections like that, obviously the coronavirus will take a massive, dip into everybody's profits and projections for the next year. So these numbers on the right side were conducted prior to the coronavirus pandemic, but we still believe that the trend will be upward when we launch. And on top of that, 40% of every transaction will be accounted towards Backboard, with the rest going towards HelloFresh, because we are using their resources, their food, and their shipping in order to get these athletes what they need. Thank you for taking the time. We hope that you invest in Backboard. We look forward to delivering meals to student athletes near you soon.